Frank immediately held Adele hostage and had Henry answer the door, warning him not to let anything slip. Fortunately, it was just the neighbor from across the street, bringing over some peaches. Seeing Henry at the door, the neighbor also warned him about a murderer on the loose in the area and told him not to open the door for strangers. Henry grew nervous hearing this, but managed to keep his cool and sent the neighbor away. Afterward, Frank praised him for doing great, and a hint of joy appeared on Henry's face. Adele sent her son away and turned to Frank with some resentment.
Son is not your lookout. He's not your accomplice, and I don't...
it was just a neighbor.
It doesn't matter.
Don't forget what's going on here.
Not for a second. Now, I see the way he looks at you. What he wants. That encouragement, pat on his shoulder. And I want it for him, but not for that.
Adele was momentarily speechless, and to break the awkward silence, Frank picked up a peach from the table and took a bite, finding it surprisingly sweet. Adele told him the peaches were overripe and would go bad if they didn't eat them soon, but there were too many peaches to possibly finish. So Frank pulled Adele and Henry together to make his special peach pie. He began teaching the mother and son how to work the dough, creating a warm scene like a real family. During this process, Adele felt the warmth Frank brought. Her heartstrings constantly tugged, her hands trembling even more. Henry noticed his mother's unusual behavior and realized she might be falling for this man. Henry didn't say anything because he liked Frank too. Frank had given him the fatherly love he'd never had and helped his mother emerge from the shadow of divorce. The peach pie went into the oven, the temperature rising gradually, the aroma of peaches filling every corner of the room, along with their growing feelings. Frank sat beside Adele, his hand naturally finding its way to her waist. After a moment's hesitation, Adele rested her head gently on his shoulder, as she hadn't felt such desire since her divorce. Adele savored this moment of tenderness, as did Frank. Henry, playing in the living room, took it all in. As patrol cars passed by outside, Frank's chance to leave had come, but the mother and son couldn't bear to let him go. Faced with their pleas to stay, Frank, who was already reluctant to leave, decided to remain. In the warm, quiet house, Adele and Frank opened up to each other, fully releasing their hidden feelings. The next morning, Frank was back to fixing up the house, repairing loose floorboards, fixing the kitchen window, and clearing leaves from the roof. Adele would always bring him coffee at just the right time, while he taught Henry essential skills every man should know.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to wait to learn to fix it. Especially if you got a lady in the seat beside you when it happens.
Frank had become deeply integrated into their lives, doing everything a man of the house should do. To return the favor, Adele taught Frank how to dance the rumba. At noon, Frank thought they should have a barbecue for lunch and sent Henry to the nearby convenience store to pick up supplies. On his way back, Henry saw police posting the man's wanted poster.